repeat that. If you could just repeat that. What was that? You said the dungeon masters run their.
Yeah. So the rule books are not called rule books; they're called guidebooks because they are a guide as the DM, the dungeon master, or the game master decides what goes into their campaign.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that everybody understood that. And that's, I mean, that's not just for this table at all, because every table is different, but every table is the same in that aspect where the DM already has an idea of what he's going to do. They already know how they want to run their campaign. They already know what options they want to put on the table for the players. But you get some people that they can't color within the lines. They're not happy with a 16 color Crayola package. They gotta have the 48 or 64 colors. The 64 colors came with its own crayon sharpener and back. I've never seen 108, but I'm sure it exists. Chris, how you doing?
I'm good.
Can you hear everybody at the table okay, sir?
Greg, old Greg was kind of quiet, but for the most part, yeah.
But were you able to at least hear what I was saying?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But if someone talks over you, I can't hear shit.
Oh, okay.
When we project our voice, it actually comes across, but that's because we have a 2-tier table, and a lot of us are speaking at the lower tier where the airwaves go under the table where the laptops are.
Ah.
If you were here, you'd know that.
It smells like raspberry.
Good.
Okay.
It's supposed to be
Chris, we miss you.
I hate raspberry.
I know.
I'm doing what I can to get to win the lottery so you and Amanda can have a place back here.
Believe me, if lottery's won, we're probably moving to South Dakota.
Yeah, Christy Gnome has really made it look appealing over there.
It is appealing.
Yeah, but I didn't expect him to say he's moving to South Dakota.
Well, I'm just going to say this. If I won millions of dollars,
Talking about it.
I would build my compound and I would never see the outside in South Dakota except from between May to August. And then I'd look like an Irishman the other 8 months of the year.
If I ever win the lottery, I'm building in Wyoming.
Play it smart first.
Wyoming? No. South Dakota.
Small purchases first year.
South Dakota's got Sturgis and you got hot girls that like to shoot guns.
Wyoming has the smallest population of all the states.
I understand that.
Besides like Rhode Island.
San Antonio has 3 times the population of South Dakota, and it's fucking great.
I'm gonna find unclaimed land, create my own country, and then make my own rules. And then I'm gonna get a Walmart and make sure they sell.
I just don't want to ever wear a mask again.
RPGs?
RPGs for sale, Walmart. That's how gun free I want to be. You get.
How gun free do you want to be? I'm waiting on my Abrams tank to be in the driveway.
Well, you gotta go to the dealership for that one.
Okay.
All right, Walmart.
Speaks in Bert. I fucking love that gun. The gal is just the shit. 7,000 rounds expended.
But a fucking eats in Warthog.
Hey,
All right, guys. So we've been having 3 weeks of unmolested time amongst ourselves. We had 2 players.
You're talking about. I've been molesting the hell out of everything.
My poor pecker. I moved my girlfriend in, and my poor pecker is like still deformed as shit. And I should give him a rest, right?
And whose fault is that?
Well, I made a mistake. I was thinking about her a lot before I moved her in. Oops. It'd be a lot easier if you were here. That was my Thanksgiving Day present to myself. Yeah, babe, come on over. And then life is better. So I was wanting to do some streams this week, but cuddling and curling up with somebody is kind of nice. Sorry. Okay. So last time we played, Heinrich went off with Kirathane and Rahul off to Bard's Gate. To summarize what happened in Bard's Gate, welcome,
Spicy
viewers.
Tsar, and people want to parlay.
You went off to Bard's Gate, and you found out that the town has been through basically a major skirmish, which has left multiple blocks decimated. Parts of the town are unrecognizable.
Gee, I wonder what happened.
Well, after you guys sieged the town for about a minute and had a fight with the big red dragon, you guys left, and then the town was roused by the forces who shan't be named, and the town went to war against this evil party, killing thousands.
So
Kirathane and Heinrich ventured to this town to
no.
Raul,
Cool.
Rahul and Kirathane.
However, does Kirathane get any word of this? That the townsfolk have rallied against the evil party? Does
They
Gondor
will.
call for
Let me summarize what happened, Greg. If you had your Voxer open, I understand you had to turn it off. I get it, but there was a parlay. One of the town's judges, one of the acting council members of the town, spoke with Rahul and Heinrich. There was numerous events that took place. The town saw that the potential to act against its tormentors was available. Numerous brave men and women took arms and repelled the first time an actual siege and invasion had taken over Bard's Gate. It lasted for half a day. After the dead were reanimated and put back down by the surviving brave members of the town, the evil party, numbering between 10 and 12 people, teleported out. Once they left, the remaining town council, majority of the union, high-level union members, gathered together and started to assess the total damages of Bard's Gate.
So how much are we looking at?
They count 8,000 dead, 24,000 injured. The numbers I give are not conducive with the numbers given in the Bard's Gate handbook, because I always inflate the population numbers in my world just to help the economy out. I don't see how the Frog God game world is amazing, but they have things set at a low number for a reason. And there are low population numbers throughout the entire map for a reason. I like having a world that's a little bit more populous. The town's actual population in this world that I run is about 76 to 100,000, vacillating from winter to summer. 1/3 of the town got injured. 8,000 people died. That was a lot of people. In any other campaign world, that would be a massacre. But here, it was seen as a reclamation of the town. And numerous individuals are calling this the first of many changes in the mindset of Bard's Gate, as it had gotten too lax, and it permitted evil men and women and an evil creature to take over the city. It allowed them, with the promise of gold, safety, riches. The notary tells you, he says, with everything that's happened, we are thankful for what you did. We wish you would have stayed. It would have made things a little more complicated. Maybe there would be less people that would have been injured, and many less would have been dead. However, we understand.
As well. We were injured as well.
So, upon your time with him, Heinrich loses his patience and says, "Where's our friend Spicy Fingers?"
Good question.
At that point, the judge gets
I'll
a
go,
somber.
yeah.
The somber look crosses the judge's face, and he says, "Your friend the gnome was taken with a few others back to wherever they typically call home."
Ew. So that's how they want it, huh? Well, Siege Part 2, anyone?
Yep.
Okay.
At that point, Rahul and Kirathane and Heinrich leave. That's the auspice. I thought the three of you were going.
No, I'll follow Heinrich.
Okay. So
Because we've done what was needed to be done, so Rahul's mission there is finished.
they give you guys a gift. Heinrich, when you arrive back, do you present the party with that or no?
Yep.
Okay.
How many gold bars was it?
Say again?
It was like
How many?
20, because we got 10 apiece, is what you were originally calculating, but since we're doing party-wide.
Yep.
I do remember that. Because that was the last thing I got when I got back in. You can double check though. Momentum. Yeah, 20 gold bars for your work. Hey, where do you mind go?
So as you guys spend the next few days in the city of Glaad Arnad, there is a disturbance. And finally, after about 5 minutes of hearing some alarms, an elven contingent of guards arrives at your conference room where you have gathered the majority of your party members, Kirathane.
Yes.
One of the guardsmen of Glaad Arnad, a sergeant, says, "I believe that there is a character amongst you by the name of Gregorian." Gregorian?
I'm poking Gregorian.
Bueller.
We would desire that you come with
She
us.
hears me? On you. Sweet.
Or
You know what? You gotta keep it
You're-
now.
I know. Your presence is wanted at the Western Gate.
the Western Gate. Okay.
Thank you, Ivan.
When you arrive at the Western Gate, you're kind of wondering what's going on. A lot of the elven guards look at you and they just kind of give you this disdainful look, a little bit of huffing, but then at about 50 foot away from the gates, you hear something from outside. You hear some statements being made in a Northman tongue.
Like Norse?
Yep.
What do I hear him saying?
It's a lot of chanting, but
Well, the chanting.
Hey, Northmen,
You know what to do.
not native.
They're from North Dakota. Hey.
I think Bruce has just the thing. He's
They're-
typing it up right now.
when they allow you to ascend to the battlements, and they're at a wall that's about 4 foot high, you stand and there is about 120 to 150 men and women not of this world, not of this
Did you
description.
just say Spectral force.
Not they're not of the Ford Waith.
Good for you. You made it.
They're not of the blood of the typical sundered kingdoms. These people look pasty white, have either reddish or blonde colored locks with blue paint on their faces.
So a bunch of
You have the fucking fix for those too.
a bunch of Nords like me, right?
Yeah. They see you and they cry to you, Thor's priest.
The what?
Thor's priest.
Thor's priest.
And then they cheer. The watch captain tells you in the Fordwaith tongue, he's like, I believe these are your people. I need you to address them, and we will allow them a week to stay outside the gates. But if you're going to have them stay here, we need to have a talk. And you realize all of them have something on them that looks like either it is a warhammer or it is holy garb for Thor, the god of lightning.
So I've been building a church. I guess I got a clergy.
Yeah.
Well, I did.
So I started-
I was building that church.
I'm building the church. I paid for it.
I got you the-
Apollo Patriot, your fucking memes are hilarious, brother. Your memes are amazing.
I paid a whole bunch of gold for it. Yeah.
Sorry, I helped.
I
Thank you.
love Apollo's work. He's on Geeks and Gamers website, and he's done probably 700 different memes so far. The guy's fucking crazy, brilliant. Okay.
So I lead them to the church.
Okay.
You're like,
The elves kind of give a small toot on some of their horns to allow the townies know to just pave the way, step aside, and you lead a group of Norse people through the cobblestone streets into the foreign quarter.
Oh shit.
I tell them to make themselves at home in the church and build and outreach to the poor.
Your priests look at you that are there. They're not, but maybe first or second level. And they say, we weren't expecting this at all.
What were you expecting?
I think I scratched your face.
The 6 of us to have a miserable life here in a community of elves.
Well, I guess you're spot on.
No, this isn't 6 of us. Finally, one of the other priests comes up to the young curate and says, you need to understand what we have. He hands him a stack of gold coins. Go to the market, bring back pigs.
Okay.
And they walk off. The one that you're left with is the head of the clergy. And he says, so, Gregorian, is this what you had in mind?
Kind of.
What is
Yeah,
this? I
well,
did
I
not
wanna
expect
make
this
a-
with my day.
Big church to help the poor.
Okay, this is definitely going to help.
And I take 20,000 gold and I hand it to them and I tell them to.
She wore my
Use it
elf
on
team
building-
6. She wore my elf team 6.
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
It's a great shirt.
it is a good shirt. I
That's
love
great.
it.
I really was happy when I opened it up.
You saw it. You got it.
I was
too?
like,
You got the elf team 6 shirt?
So,
Huh?
Elf team 6?
Yeah.
I like that.
I was very happy.
you know what's great? The next game would be the 26th. So
Ooh.
we should all wear them.
Yes. So that week you don't wear my elf team 6 shirt, babe.
Okay.
And if you do, I'll take it out of the dirty clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to give them 20,000 gold to help house them, feed them,
Okay.
start building towards the church.
About the same time you do that, you
Thank you. Yeah,
Thor, Gregorian you feel like there's something that you've been thinking about for a long time, and suddenly you have a recipe in your mind. Do you have craft arms and armor?
Nope. Heinrich does.
You're thinking about a weapon recipe that would make a warhammer.
Mjolnir.
Not quite of Mjolnir, because there's only one.
Yeah.
But you're thinking of a weapon that would require somebody of 15th level to create minimum. And they would need to have access to Holy Smite.
I don't even think I have one.
Are you sure?
I have Holy Smite. Oh wait, I'm not here. That guy.
You know, I love Pathfinder First Edition so much. They always pull up First Ed stuff to me rather than Second Ed. Oh, I love you. Okay. So,
Oh, I have it memorized. Yes, I do.
okay. You're going to need Holy Smite.
In fact, I have two of them.
No, when you create this weapon, you're going to be using that. And what's the maximum amount of pluses you can put into a weapon, Heinrich?
At 15 level, it can be a +5/+5. So the first bonus, the +1 through 5, that can be up to 5, as well as the enhancement bonus up to 5.
Okay.
Or the ability bonus.
It'll be considered the weapon recipe that he has in his head could take it to a +3, but half damage will be lightning. The other half damage will be lightning, and the other half damage will be holy. Also, Gregorian, you earn 20,000 experience points.
Okay. 4?
20,000 experience points.
Take it.
So, Yvonne has left the room.
What?
So I need to find a way to craft this.
Yep, you're going to need
I'll probably need a shit ton of gold. Oh shit! I leveled up.
your church will help you with it. Your flock is going to be covering any shortfall you have.
I need Kool-Aid. I need Kool-Aid.
I rat poison.
Okay, I need to roll. D8. Can you see?
7.
7.
7. Tell me when you roll, and I will do the voice.
Probably going to have more people pop up in the chat.
Cool.
Oh, I got it.
I like the people who
Got
watch.
ability score.
I do too. Our as much as we don't pay attention to our audience, which I really should pay more attention to, during my live streams, I try to make sure my audience knows that my game is my priority. Been running it for 4 years now. God, that's a long time for a single fucking campaign. You remember that, Brooke? You remember go up against the fucking elf prick in the Bloodsworn Vale
Yeah.
with the dead human babies as the
When
food?
when I was like digging at that, that's what started the fight. I took out my dagger and I was like,
Yeah.
poking a tree.
Yeah. You really pissed some people off.
That started that. That's great.
And that was how I knew I had a good table of players, because they would just start shit. I wouldn't have to. I would just give them a description of the room, and they would start animating and doing stuff on their own
That's
to
great.
get experience points. how do I farm this into experience points? And off goes Brooke. Nom, 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 nom.
You said that bonus counts as a +3?
Yeah, he's going to get a +3. The recipe for he has in his head will be a +3.
Okay.
Any shortfall that he has in his own pocket will be compensated by the clergy of his church. The one thing I wanted to do was make a map of the city of Glaad Arnad, but I have not done that yet. So
It's a big city.
not as big as how many people was it? What, like
Not
50?
Tsar big, but I
It's like
think
40.
It's like half of Tsar size, which is still pretty big.
Yeah, that's like 40,000, I think.
It's pretty big.
For this area, like I know Frog God Games keeps a lot of their towns intentionally small, but I wanted to kind of make them a little bigger when I run, because I just like having a lot of people. When I ran Tolis was a city of 1 million people. It's only written for 86,000. Anyway, so Greg, you're leveling up. All right. The rest of you is you hear that, you kind of go to the foreign quarter, which isn't too far from where you're actually at, because the foreign quarter butts up against the administration area, which is where Kirathane has most of you living anyway. It's like one walled district over.
Yeah, it's like you're in a little district.
The people in the administration district, like the elves that are there, once your party has been there for about 50 years, then they'll treat you like townies.
Yeah, I knew they wouldn't. The only one that they might treat would be me, and the only one they know they would treat would be John.
And don't forget Maxos.
No one likes Maxos.
Actually,
no one trusts Maxos.
that's they do like him. They do not trust him.
Yeah, they like him, but they don't trust him.
Yeah.
Hey, Bruce, what's that enhancement called?
It's just an we're gonna title it for the recipe for Gregorian's hammer.
Okay. So it's a +3, you said. Okay.
Yeah, +3. Because if I go off going with a +5/+5, that's going to get one, a little too expensive. Two, most campaign box sets, when they tell you who's got a magic weapon and who's like a 17th level lord and what their weapon stuff is, like they typically will have about a +3. Drizzt carried +3 weapons.
We don't. We don't.
Well, I think +3 is fine for right now. He's getting it crafted. And if you guys want to, take a break for about a week, you can.
If you give me a week, I can beef this up more.
Oh no. If you beef it up more, I'm not going to get upset. Oh, how dare you make it to where my players have heroes that actually have a chance of surviving? Granted, a guy like Bill Webb, the creator of Frog God, he runs a very low magic game. His players might see a +3 weapon after 10 years of playing with him. He also runs a really good first ed game, or Swords and Wizardry. But my games are a little bit more high powered. I do use Pathfinder. I don't use Pathfinder in all of its glory, which is the entire set of books, not all at once. But I do try to use a good mixture so the players have fun. I don't want you being like, oh, we are the Ubermensch. No, I don't need that. My campaign does not need that.
When you start looking at like the higher level spells, you're just like, the fuck were they thinking when they came up with this shit?
What do you have a problem with?
Shit like summon star. You summon a star from the heavens.
What's the source on that one?
Deep magic.
Yep, that's why no.
Like that is fucking retarded. It's stupid.
Deep magic takes the idea of conventional magic and it advances it, sometimes into the realm of the stupid.
No, let me read this to you. For real. You summon a star from the heavens to do your bidding. It appears as a glowing humanoid with long white hair, bird-like talons, as well as hands.
How is it a star? Wouldn't
I
that
don't
be
know.
Like an angel?
And it carries a staff made of pure force. All creatures other than you who view the star must make a DC 20 will save or be fascinated for the duration of the spell. The star is otherwise equivalent to an Orville Agathion with 91 hit points whose lightning bolt ability deals force damage. Whatever that is. Just sounds fucking stupid. Like, oh, I mean,
Yeah, Greg, in my game, any spells from
Deep magic.
deep magic are going to need a feat,
okay.
depending what like realm they're from in the books. Like leyline magic for leyline spells, but
There's-
I'll come up with custom feats for the other stuff.
Yeah, that's some stupid old thing.
Oh, and Greg, I sent you a message.
Oh, is that you? Okay, so I need to come up with 16K.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to change that when I was editing.
Oh, 64K.
So how's chat doing tonight?
So it's going to take a while for my peoples to come up with 64,000 gold. Take me a long time.
One of the leaders of your tribesmen that have arrived, he walks towards you in the midday in Gregorian.
Yes.
Skal, brother. We have came a mighty distance for you. We understand that you are currently involved with a quest of sorts, something holy.
Yeah.
We wish to assist you in that process. We have been called upon to help you with this. However, being that it is summer, fall's cold winds will soon approach, and we will need to have the priestesses of Freya to bless our men after the fields have been toiled. There will be much activity for them to adhere to within the winter.
Kiloa.
Kiloa. Kiloa. Well,
And Kiloa does present herself. Well, she's always a nice presentation, I'll just say that. But Tish, Kiloa comes up. Yes?
These men need your help.
But why do these men need my help?
They said they need your help for the upcoming.
Ryan?
It's not the blessing of the fox, is it?
I do not know. You would have to
Make a knowledge religion check.
Religion, I got plus 10. 15.
Well, according to some of the forbidden texts of Freya, there is a ceremony of the Night of the Fox where certain spirited members of the Freyan community will have a woman who has lived 300 months. She will go through a ritual for High Priestess where she has sex with 300 men.
God damn.
Bukaki.
Sorry, Kilo.
Kiloa does not
We're not
want
gonna
to be a
ask
high
you to do
priestess.
that.
She does not want to be the high priestess.
She's like, fuck that.
She's not wanting to be a high priestess. She's
The fuck.
Hey, all I'll say is the heal spell fixes any scarring.
yes, it does.
Yeah, but you can never take away having 300 dicks in you, man.
Yeah, that's no psychological.
Once you've had 300 dicks in you, you've had 300 dicks in you.
Try not to suck any dick on the way to the parking lot.
You guys have apparently never watched the classic television show Crod Mandoon and the Flaming Sword of Fire.
God damn.
What?
You find the stupidest shit.
Are you familiar with Crod Mandoon and the Flaming Sword of Fire?
No,
No.
that was funny. That was funny.
It was one of the greatest shows ever.
You know, our little buddy over here has a way of showing me the stupidest shit on the internet.
Oh, you mean Greg trying to pull Steven?
Yeah. Except Steven just makes them.
Yeah, Steven memes it out. No, they are not interested in doing that. They said we are going to need a community blessing to be given to us once fall begins, so we may hurry our work with the fields and get home to our wives.
Show that too. Show that.
There should be 75 new babies born. Okay, I want to play Legos.
Oh, yeah.
Keep it educated.
Fucking Tenement Square.
I'm going to play Legos with the kids.
Good news.
My
you've
wife.
just been banned in China.
Okay.
Sweet.
Try and keep it education we can, dear. Baby, I got it covered. I totally Stig Kenobi that. Where you grab a camera and you photograph your phone. That's a Stig Kenobiism right there. We are high quality here. You can never fault my content. I always try to bring you guys the best gaming content for a slacker of a GM.
Oh, holy shit. Have you ever heard of the spell Waves of Ecstasy?
I have.
Yep.
Fucked up, man.
What's wrong with that?
Everybody's going to have a good time.
I think we are. That's
With 300 dicks.
okay. So
What's wrong, you guys? You're not good.
Pussy ever recovered from 300 dicks. I'm sorry, but no.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, that only cleans up so much, man.
Good thing I have it as a cantrip.
Still takes a bit of concentration there.
Wow. Wow. That's a lot of work.
But yeah, Heinrich and his team are willing and ready to help you do that if you supply the spell.
I can supply the spell. That's easy enough.
Okay. Yep. You're with me this whole time then.
I just need to get. We need the gold to do it. So I don't.
How much do they have to spare?
I don't know. That's a lot of gold.
Well, once you guys have figured this, have discussed your potential with the new arrivals and Gregorian's new roles, Nikolai appears next to Gregorian, kind of spooking him. Gregorian.
Rabbit's gonna find the pretty behind the bar.
Uh-oh, there goes the pasta. Gregorian.
Actually, it's the antipasta.
Antipasta. So, Gregorian, I see that you have acquired a church.
Okay. Yes, brother.
I must ask you, how many of them are are rich?
Oh, I haven't asked.
Oh, I'll check him out. Last time I did something, it caused us a lot of pain. I want something a little less pain.
Nikolai's gonna fucking rip off all my fucking followers. Fuck yeah, Nikolai! I love you. Fuck yeah. Fucking steal all your shit, bro.
It's for the church. Yes.
Nikolai is 10 times more fun to play than Gregorian. Hands down.
Cure thing. After about a half hour, you are summoned back to your administration building in the conference room.
Gregorian and his goon.
Fuck yeah. Come on, Nikolai! Rob all those fucking uppity bitches.
The magister of the city greets you and he says, "Okay, we need to probably talk."
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get on with it.
We were okay with you bringing your ragtag group, and we were going to say you can bring your adventuring friends or the members of your mercenary band that do more good than harm. We have really no problem with that because it's enriched our city very much tenfold over the past 3 years.
Yeah, I still have a feeling I know where this is going. I actually might agree with you for once.
Hey, Bone, how you doing tonight? Well, there's already been questions of one of the members named Nikolai, and apparently he has a brother named Gregorian who we never paid much attention to before. He was just a priest of a pagan god that we never really thought much of.
That was building the church.
He had a church that you approved, but much to our chagrin. We were not happy about this, but we thought this would be fine. And then one day, in the 6th month of our miserable year, at the gates appeared 150 brothers and sisters of Gregorian, most of them in military age, looking like a small expeditionary force you send to harass a group of ne'er-do-wells or marauding bands of goblins and bugbears. So, needless to say, if I say the city is a little bit scared at this moment, I'm only understating the obvious. We probably are going to need you.
Well, we have Party Norse at the gates of our city. Yes, this can be a huge problem.
And now you've taken him in the foreign quarter, which was already under construction, and we are seeing Texas-like growth and exponential immigrant.
Here's what I propose.
Please propose.
We section enough of woods for a village for them to live. They can be close to us, so we can use them for trade and possible small army if they are up to it. However, I do agree that they would probably destroy the town. Or, sorry, destroy our city.
Why would they destroy the city? They don't destroy the city.
Not my city. Destroy your own. Which is why I'm proposing this to them. But they don't hear that other part because he's nothing.
Who would destroy your city?
So we can get Gregorian. I can talk to Gregorian and see how he would be feeling about that since they apparently consider him a leader.
That would be good because they probably will not accept our dictums.
Yeah.
You probably will need to bring Gregorian into some sort of
I'm gonna have
advisor
to
role.
with this pretty hard.
We have heard that the priests
Like
of
they can probably see that even I have a weird expression on my face, and I don't think they've really ever seen that before. That, and as they could tell, I'm not speaking diplomatically. I'm straight up saying, "Fuck, this could be bad."
well. On the other hand, I must say something, and this is because I've been polluted by Maxos.
Then your argument is so long gone, it is invalid.
Well, I would say we could possibly harness that populace of 300 or 400 of them within a few years and have them be one of the preliminary districts on the outskirts of the city. And we could use them kind of like the harassing the weeds before the garden.
The thing you must understand is we must do this in a way to keep them as allies, which is why I propose we give them their own city to township, with their own area nearby.
How far from
And
the
if
ocean?
if they need help from us, we will help them. And if they need from us, that we can propose that as neighboring allies. They will have their own town to do with as they please, and they can go through us for trade and the like.
What I want to do.
They could be powerful allies.
The man talking to you is an older elf. He has no shits to give
Like
about
I
a
did.
balding hair loss.
Like I did.
Hold on. I'll figure. Okay, care thing. So we could look at this with worried eyes and say we are at a tipping point and we are experiencing Texas-like growth and immigration problems. It is a fabled place where one may go yeehaw and kill things.
What?
In the name.
That's a good question. How far are we from the ocean?
You-
Where's Glaad Arnad on that map?
All right, here. Not
Okay,
too far from
so
our
we could
India.
actually put you halfway through. And then that way you're halfway
put us
between
right on
us
the
and the
coast.
ocean. Well, if we put you at the coast, you might be too far away to
Too far away.
invade or for us to invade. That's why I say the middle, because you'd still be close to the ocean. Not only that, you
There's
could
a river
also
there?
be also what
No.
you,
No river.
but what you can also do is you can also set up a small town.
Numerous creeks
Is a-
filter through this
and a
area.
Port. You can set up a port town. You can set up a port town, then have your main village, and then it would be followed right next to that. Halfway through main village and then port town. Which opens it up to do.
Not at all.
Yeah. You can use it to ferry your warboats and things that you acquire. Just like you can use it for trade. That can be beneficial for both of us. We can do about that after this whole meeting thing.
But if we're getting forced out of town, we want to at least be
We don't
recouped for
wanna
the
do
money
it as
that
a-
we've already invested.
Well, we don't want to like force you out of town. We want to offer you an option so you have your own place.
I'm just
You
saying,
know, we're not just gonna say, hey, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
No. And for any money that you placed in, yeah, we definitely. Well,
As much as
recoup for the temple.
because we're gonna have to build a new one.
as much as this sounds kind of strange, these people in town here
How much
probably.
did that cost you?
A lot.
As much as it might detest you, make your stomach churn a bit, having a group of Norsemen guarding an elven city,
40 grand.
What I am
Plus-
not worried about the Norsemen. I'm worried about what they do to the city. Do you know the Norsemen and how they party?
yeah,
They party hardy.
Yeah.
Yes.
they do.
Which
I'm very familiar with the Norsemen. I'm only
which
a.
is why I say that we should give them their own town.
I've
They'd be willing.
I've been to the city of Volshel before. It's not. It's across the small sea from Hapstead, but I will say that they are a raucous bunch and they work hard, but
Do we
they
have a
play
map?
harder.
No, I'm
Right
saying
there.
in the game. Is there a map nearby?
You're going to make me use a map?
Well, I'm asking you if we have one nearby. Not you to point out. I'm talking about because I want to use it.
Yes.
Okay.
You have a map.
So here's what I propose. I propose. You said we are here.
Down, there, to the left. There you go.
Okay, Forest Kingdom. Okay, I propose we go here. They will be nearby, and we can render aid. We can render aid for us. Not only that, we can give them access to gates and gate technology, so that way if we can go immediately.
Each hex is 50 miles.
Yeah, but that's only about 100 miles away. This Forest Kingdom.
Yeah.
Too. So with that, we can still use the gate technology.
Magic, not technology.
Gate magic. You know what I mean?
So
We could have it for both ways. We could use for trade, as well as
That could-
need be.
I understand how the Norsemen party and how they recreate. I get it. We can put there's a creek bed not too far in the forest, about maybe 3 miles from here where we sit right now. There's a creek bed and a small
We're not
hillside.
that creek bed, but we're not going to use that creek bed.
We should.
No, that is the site of the Battle of the Orcs. And if we do that, then we're encroaching on Orc territory and possibly another war. Yes, we have Norse, but we don't need to start a war yet. They will get their just desserts when need be.
They are okay. First off, orcs have no value for history unless it's their own. Having a
But they
defeat,
have value for land, and they
They
still
do.
consider that land mainly theirs.
they do,
Norse
and you're
go in on
right.
it, then the Norse have a war.
We would
And
give
I'm
the
not gonna
we,
let
we would give the
them-
Norse people aid. Trust me. We would pull out every dirty trick in the magic
That is
book
not
possible.
what is need be. When we can give them so much more land by placing them there. And then we give them the gate magic. They can come and go as they please.
I still say we put them on that hill 3 miles from here because that is a perfect spot. You have fertile ground. You have
Did you entertain these ideas to the previous before me? The one who tried to kill my family?
nobody brought in 200 Norsemen and women and had a sex drive of that of a rabbit. Nobody's ever done this before. Do you understand this?
And
This
do
is
you
a gift.
understand-
This is a gift from
Do you
Morocco
understand?
Biff.
Do you understand? You were still a part of this cabinet.
Mhm.
When the very man
I
who
do.
swore to destroy my family and destroy me.
He tried to. He was unsuccessful. What a shame.
Yes.
Oh,
And
no.
Guess what? You were with him. You were a yes man.
I had to be a yes man. I had to bend over quite a bit.
So
More with him than I have with you. With you, you don't kill me on sight if I dissent.
I'm
You listen to
thinking about-
why. You listen to why I dissent. You understand logic and reason. You get it.
Yes, but you must understand the logic and reason that I put forward. But do not test me much further.
Listen, I'm saying we
I
should.
do not go anywhere unarmed.
I wouldn't expect you to. God, that'd be terrible. Listen, do you understand who your line of succession is and how the city would put some patsy in your place who couldn't do shit for you? This is a bad idea. No,
I'm in
Having-
there.
having
I'm in
you
there.
having you in power has pissed off more people in this city,
Because they were allied with the man before.
and he made sure everybody got some that was on top and fuck everybody else, right? Right. That's the typical way of politics.
And yes, I understand those politics, but guess what? You know what you get more? It's easier
Go
to,
on, Biden.
It's easier to have a poor man fight.
He's listening.
Because I have like a whole
The way that people typically feel, a way that people typically feel about politics is that the politicians are all the same, and those that are at the top don't give a shit about those that are on the bottom.
And, you know how
And the
much
people
it
that
takes.
when
You know how
somebody
much-
gets in power, where all they do is upset the apple cart by showing you where all your waste and all of your money that you worked hard for gets thrown in the crapper just so some man has a pet project. All of a sudden, the entire nation at large, the entire community, its service to these people. These people see what's going on, and they see the fraud inherent within the system. They see the dangers that are going on. There's no.
Violence inherent in the system.
Does he have perception?
He does.
Okay.
I got a 26. What's up?
He can see that I am visibly look ready to kill him.
He's like, listen, we have been given a gift. Use the gifts that you are given. This here is not something that you begged for or asked for. But what you should do is do the things that will make sure it'll insulate you. And there's a larger number of people in the city, a larger group of them that are upset.
That's the difference between me and you.
No, there's a
You
large.
don't worry about yourself. I worry about the people. And that's why
There's more people in the city that love you than hate you. Unfortunately, the ones for you that hate you are the ones that have had power up until your reign.
But guess what?
Keep
You
the-
do not have true power. True power is the one who wields the bow. They cannot fight to save their lives. They can hire as many forces as they want. But that
Real
to me
power.
does not matter. Because
It's the person
what
that
does
can take
matter?
300 dicks.
What does
That's
matter?
the real power.
After she does that, she takes a picture of it and it looks like a rose.
What's this?
What does matter?
Ask her.
These little
What does
oil
matter?
cakes.
Is that it is
They
easier
have liquor.
to have the people who care, the people who love, fight for
Do they
country
really?
they care about.
These
than it
little
is to
things?
have a poor man who is
Like
like
little-
nothing.
Little liquor
Fight
bottles?
for a country. A true fight for a country.
You actually,
Oh, wow.
yes, you're on to something. The city largely loves you. The people that are of the guilds don't so much.
Yeah,
However,
that is not what this is about. This
What?
is about what to do with the Norse. I say we give them their own place and gates.
I wouldn't say
Access
shove
to
them
the
out
city.
yet. I would not say shove them out yet.
I do not say we
Going
give them
into
a place in
winter.
our city.
We're going into winter. We can make sure that things stay relatively calm. Secondly, they've already sent an envoy to make sure that there's not going to be any trouble.
Little fiery pit.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was over here. It was some thought of something last week. Anyway, you have these people that are very loyal to you within the commoners, and you have a number of them that are upset with you within the merchant caste.
Yes, but have they not worked harder?
What?
Have they not worked harder?
Uh,
Have they not gained more gold? Has our economy not flourished?
Since your arrival, the common man has indeed kept more of their money than before.
But they've also made more. So your greed outweighs.
Look at the racism inherent in the system.
Stop being a racist capitalist pig. What you should do is
No.
what I would say that these people that are in town, there's the majority of them are looking at the Norse, and they've seen you come, and they've seen your friends come, and the city's grown monetarily more than what we expected.
Again, I ask you, they may be keeping more of their money, but have we not gotten more in return? Your greed outweighs your genius.
No, I'm not being greedy at all.
You are being greedy.
Absolutely
because
not. How
if
so?
you look at the numbers.
We keep
If you look at the
the
numbers,
Norseman people here.
no, if you look at the numbers, the higher ups kept making taxes, making money. But the amount they made off of when people were poor is nothing compared to the amount they're currently making.
Correct.
The people who are
By you instituting a flat tax,
Oh, thanks, yeah.
by instituting a flat tax within the city, everybody has made money with you. And the thing is that the high level guild monsters.
lower has spent more.
Dallas?
Oh, I
and
know
you
which one.
gained what? More of it. Yes.
Don't go
You've-
than what you were originally.
You've-
Look at the big picture.
You've become a populist. Yes, we understand that. And you've done more for these people with the brief amount of time you've had than any other ruler of Glaad Arnad ever had.
Then trust my judgment.
I'm not discounting it. But you are wrong on these Norsemen. I understand we must have a.
And you were
elven
wrong
community.
to back the man who tried to kill me. You were
I was
wrong
only
to
wrong
keep
for the fact.
poor
I
man
didn't know you
poor.
were such a kick-ass person.
And you were wrong to try to keep the poor man poor.
I wasn't
Because
trying to
you
keep
thought
the
it
poor
would
man.
gain you more
Like the
money,
Norsemen
when in
aren't
fact
gonna
it
stay
did not.
in the
So
city
those
I was
decisions-
never allowed to let my free market ideas come to fruition.
Those
Your
decisions
So
you
you're
your
fucking raid.
I have brought.
Oh,
And those
you like oatmeal?
decisions have made us fortuitous.
Cookies?
Have made us
Yes.
more power.
Friend of mine
Have made the city more
Give me a second.
defensible than it ever
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Greg,
So
if you will
you
just
have to ask yourself, why will you not
I think that vibrated my hand.
I'm not trying to hurt you,
It is out of hurt.
nor your legacy, nor the people of our city. I'm telling you, the people here are being talked to by the guild masters. They are being told that the city has got a potential problem within its midst. Now, we understand the Norsemen and their culture. I can tell you from first-hand experience. You're right. On their holy days, they will wreck the shit out of the foreign quarter. But,
I want to say more about him.
go ahead, please.
I want to say more about him because I want to know who he is. I feel like he is. He's trying to make me make a bad decision, so that way the guild can get the people to actually listen to them because they
Guild people have better bards than what you do.
not about bards. It's about them realizing what they've made and what they've earned and what they've kept. Well, that's not gonna be very good anyway. Yeah, that's gonna be a fucking 6. Great job, me. Oh shit! Greg, I stepped on your glasses.
So, he probably is lying to you from what you're thinking. You're ascertaining he's lying. He tells you he's like,
So then tell me the truth of what you truly want.
I want you to keep the Norse people in the city till the spring of next year.
No, I want the truth
No, I want.
behind this action.
You want
I
the
want what
truth?
this will lead to.
You can handle the
We
truth.
have
Yeah,
a
goddamn right. I
secondary
ordered the
city
code
startup
red.
within a day's march. That
Did
Farther.
you see when it came out?
No.
Does this truly benefit us?
how does this truly benefit us?
No, not how.
Who?
Because this has
I
to
don't
benefit
usually
someone.
go to the theaters.
Of course it has to
I'm gonna be
benefit
quite
someone.
honest. Like,
It will benefit the city of the Elven nations and the Forest Kingdoms.
there has to be
Because
something that's like,
These people split orc skulls like nobody's
Like,
business.
Visually,
And no offense to the orcs, but
I want to know.
like Star Wars.
Yeah.
You have to see.
what do you mean who
Yeah.
specifically?
There's
Oh,
some
I saw.
Not just like
benefits.
One of the last things I saw was
You would not have your little
1917.
scheme.
Oh, we saw
This
that
isn't
like
a little
2 years ago.
scheme. I might be evil,
That was one of
and
my
I gladly
favorite
admit it
movies.
when I'm asked.
One long
But I'll
shot.
tell you that
Yeah,
what's
they
going
have
to
that
happen.
One stop where he
Is
gets
that
knocked
you would split my
unconscious.
skull if
The
you
rest
had
is
a
all
chance.
like the continuous.
No,
shot.
because
I don't know how they
I
did it.
can't do what you're
Movie guy.
doing.
Yeah.
No,
First
that's
off.
why you have it.
Man, you have some Pepsis in there.
There's
You want a Pepsi?
more that you can
Yeah.
do good alive
Oh,
than
really?
dead.
Yeah. You want a Pepsi?
First off, and
Well,
of your own
actually,
free
like, they're more
will.
than welcome.
So I'm better off to be in
I
the
didn't
position I
remember
am
having Pepsis.
as
Yeah,
head of
I-
the city's
Take a
Mage,
drink, drink it?
Mage
I
Guild
took a
and
couple of
head
them
of the
earlier in the
local
week.
arcane
If
order.
I ever leave anything here,
That's
drink it.
why I kept you on.
Yeah.
Okay,
But do not test me first.
Yeah, if I leave
I'm not gonna
anything
test you,
here,
but I'm gonna tell you,
it's
keep these
'cause
people
I don't
within a
wanna
day's
take it
march.
with me and-
3 miles away,
Yeah.
there's a nice hill,
Why
fertile
I-
fields.
Why I say the gates.
The gates are
within-
fine.
Not even within a day's march.
I
That is within minutes march. For
Keep-
either side.
keep them here because you have an
Stop.
automatic group of individuals that would fervently defend that land for their
We don't
lives.
even know if they want to be here. For as long as they want. We don't know if they want that land over this land. We do not know if they
This
want
land
their
is your land.
This needs to go
is
through
my
them as well.
land.
Okay,
We can't.
The
we're
benefits
making
of-
this decision without them.
The-
So I say we summon them and ask them what they want.
I'm going to tell you the benefits of that land right there. Good visibility. We clear it. There's going to be plenty of visibility. They're on a high point. Secondly, they're next to a ley line. So once they get someone who's got any major capacity and they learn how to harness that power, that will help bolden their city and fortify it.
Does he have to fly by that?
You people are wild people like me, Xanax.
I'm just asking.
He rolled
So
shit
you're
like an
saying we
18,
make
20.
you happy
Okay.
in a roundabout way.
He's like, listen,
D20, please.
there's a ley line that runs right through that area. The reason why I quote unquote want it, I don't want to be there. But if we have allies in the area, instead of having it being contested by the fucking orcs, by the greenskins, by the foul ravagers, all they've ever done throughout all of history is be destroyers and purgers, piraters. They've done nothing but rape those around them. The orcs are good for nothing.
Fucking death by PowerPoint. And
You realize at this point just how much of a racist he
I was
is.
playing guitar, just like,
Done?
No, not yet. We put them there, give them the help to clear that land. They will have a city built within a short order. Then help.
here is
some
what
other-
I offer you.
No, let me continue.
Here
Let
is
me
what I-
let me continue.
Here is what I offer you.
We get some other
If you
youngs.
keep going,
Why?
and you will stop.
Why? We
Now
give them a
listen.
school for magery.
Listen,
We show them the ways.
I will grant you this request
Okay,
on one condition.
sure.
I will come to you with something.
I didn't do it. Do
And
what?
when I do,
listen to me
You
now,
will
believe
side
me
with
later.
in front of everyone.
So you asked me to play politics with you if you play politics with me.
Yes, because I've played politics for a while.
Okay.
Not to me at all.
The elven mage spits in his hand and extends it.
That's not an elven way to we do things.
Okay.
I grab the bottle of wine.
So they're oatmeal and
He levitates the bottle of wine.
cookies, but she didn't have
So 2 bottles?
baking sheets.
Yes.
Put them in.
All right.
He brings out some glasses of wine. He says,
I might actually
We're-
like you yet.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry.
"You don't even know my name, do you?"
You only have one, right?
You never.
You only have one.
When I come over here,
You're a dick.
fucking all bets
My
are
name's
off,
Tania.
Like the captain?
Yes.
It's this,
Like I go home and I take another
I
pill
might
for
like
my
you not
diabetes.
forget
this woman that I'm hanging out with.
Secondly,
We're friends.
we have them at a point to where certain people in this
Yeah,
world,
well,
Yeah.
I've
the
granted
orcs.
your request.
Okay.
Do not worry.
Does she
We've
like
already
you in the
sealed
butt?
it with the drink of wine.
Well, then I'll let her, that she's not a winner.
She may be watching.
I do.
Huh?
She may be watching right now.
Your fault.
You
Sorry.
must also see.
Sorry. I warned you. I did. I warned her. I said, if you watch.
It still does benefit our nation. What?
She's gonna message
I will
me.
come
We're
for
done.
later.
Bone, be
I
careful.
don't wanna see
Thank you
it.
for showing up, and thank you for the like, my friend.
Thank you for the
However,
cookie muffin biscuit
we should bring in
thing. It's delicious.
Gregorian. They seem to listen to him. We should tell him this plan and see if he even agrees to.
I don't even know if she's. Is this your
So
phone?
we said you summon him, or
No, that's
We should probably summon
Oh, yeah,
him.
cool.
I just want to make sure Tennille agreed.
Portable.
I have no problem with that. I'm getting my list out of the individuals I know of who are part of
We
their.
will X the map.
What?
We will X the map
Yes.
on the spot, so that way we can show it.
Okay.
All right, great.
Another.
Yes,
Is
it
it okay?
says it's a 10,000 milliamp.
It's gonna be.
So it'll charge my
seven.
phone maybe twice.
Really?
Yeah, run it down to like little charge it.
How long does it take to?
So, Mr. Gregorian, Kirthain has requested your presence at where are we at? Where's Tennille and Kirthain?
Tennille is typically at,
Tennille and Kirthain are at the
at
same
the-
place right now.
yeah, they're at the administration building conference room.
You are requested at the administration building by Sir Kirthain. It will be in the administration or the conference room. Or you. My brain is still kind of.
Lead on.
I cannot go this, unfortunately. Elven kind do not like me as much. But Kira has granted me many freedoms.
Okay.
But that is
So
not
yeah, I go.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, sir. Did I do pretty good, Hendrik? You should know who that was.
Yes.
My language, Rich. I forget.
He's my zombie butler.
Our friend Bone is off. He's got to go.
What
That's
else?
it.
I forget.
Gregorian, you walk into a conference room.
Death.
You see 2 bottles of wine.
Death.
You walk into a conference room where you see 2 bottles of wine, one of which is about halfway with 2 glasses currently on the table.
Well,
Good thing I brought my own nail.
It's like that scene of The Princess Bride.
We have not really a favor. We have a question for you. Your people may want their own land. And we have talked about it and what areas of land you might prefer. And what areas of land could be beneficial for both parties. To where if we needed aid from you, you would be there rather quickly. Or if you needed aid from us, same. So show them on the map.
we have also entering the room with you is a man by the name of Bulif, who is one of the. Bulif is the.
This is the guy he was arguing with.
No.
No, this is one of your guys. This is a Norse guy.
Yep.
He's actually Beowulf, but different names.
Bulwif.
Different name.
Comes with you,
Beowulf.
and he says, "It's a pleasure to meet you finally, Gregorian." The men.
Who is he? Like.
I'm one of the headsmen of the group that came from Hafsteg, and we're here.
Okay, so he's one of my group.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
He stands about 6
and
inches
you
taller
are-
than you.
you are a diplomat for your group.
You could say that. I'm also he's a diplomat for his group. He also carries a big 2-handed sword.
Like that scares
No. Greg, Bruce to Greg, this sword is as tall as you.
me. Again, like that scares.
Okay.
Now, because remember what we fucking fought already. We fought a tower.
I know.
Exactly. So giant sword as tall as me. Ooh, he can probably hurt me. I know that for sure.
We have a
But
fucking
goddamn
halfling.
it, I'm gonna give him
We
a
got
fight.
a fucking halfling.
So what I will
We
do
have a part.
is
What do you got?
Is there any Greg Daniels dwarven in here? Because
No, they do have some Greg Daniels, but not the dwarven.
that's the closest we got to dwarven.
They've got
Got the
Greg.
route?
They've got Greg Daniels 5-year.
Okay, that's good enough.
They
Set it on the table for you.
Bulwif sits
Or they-
across from you, and he's like, I can't believe I'm at this meeting with you. Excuse me. Who are you? My name is Tennille. I am the magister of the city, and also
That's the guy that he was.
I also run the local arcane order. Okay. Well, let's choose this. Anyway, we need to probably talk at some point this week. I know you're busy.
How did you end up at this meeting?
I was brought here by some of the people from the elves. They said I need to be here.
Okay. So
That is fine. He may stay.
no.
If he is a
If
speaker of the
he's
people.
one of my people, he comes when I summon him. He'll come when y'all summon him.
However, they are relatively new following me. They still should
It
have a
doesn't, it
speaker.
doesn't matter. If they're here,
Especially
to
if he
follow
knows
me.
truly what they want.
if they're here to follow me, they need to follow me.
And that is yours. However, I
If he's
request
of
if
my
there is
tribe,
a
if he's of my tribe, he needs to.
However, if I
my
request
clan.
that there is to be any fighting, please do it
No,
outside of
there
this
won't be
area.
no fighting.
We do have the arena.
No fight.
I just request that.
As far as my clansmen are concerned, here I am their voice. He doesn't need to be here.
Then that is between you and your people.
So
You don't need me here?
I don't need you here. I appreciate you coming, but only come when I summon you, please.
Beowulf gives you a brotherly hug. Thank you.
Yeah, quite right. That's what I would have done.
He traveled how fucking far to fucking follow me, and he was gonna fucking try and fight me? Stupid.
Now, is this in game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stupid. Why would he do that? Make no
I don't
sense.
know why they would just come out of nowhere and just follow you as well, but I've never, because I've never met them.
And I'm here to have a meeting with you.
Their values. Now, what we have,
You asked me to come here,
of course,
right?
because they seem to take a shine to you, and I wanted to ask you something.
Okay.
Now, show them the map. Show them because it's still part of the Forest Kingdom.
Mhm.
It's slightly underneath, right?
Mhm.
About how far away? Miles.
About 3 miles.
So about 3 miles.
3 miles away is where they're at.
Slightly underneath. You see the section
Oh.
right here.
Wait, hold on. That's not what I was supposed to show you.
What we were thinking is we give you your own township.
Is there a
in that area
specific
for you and your
day
people,
off?
where you can aid us, we can aid you,
There's not
as well as we can work with
The boss
trade
lady at
relations
work.
between each other.
They don't give you weekends, do they?
Now, I do have
Not
to
right now,
warn
no.
That's fine.
there are
TBC
orcs
still
in that
shut down.
area. They are still
And I do
outside
believe
the jurisdiction,
Wednesday is
but
payday.
sometimes they would like to come.
That's fine.
Well,
So,
quite honest.
That will also give you some plenty of fighting.
I was gonna see if I can get
honest.
my birthday off though.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
take your
this is
birthday
gonna
off.
happen, but
Well, this is what
if things go south with Glaad Arnad, then my people will be between orcs and elves.
But that is why.
Plus, we're people of the sea. We would rather be closer to the ocean.
I'm gonna look at Tennille.
I understand you would like to be closer to the ocean. The area that we could possibly have you settle in quickly is rich with wood that would be able to be fashioned into homesteads homesteads for you. It's fed by over 10 small creeks and streams that are abundant with various fish and wildlife.
Did you hear the first part of? Well,
No, I was talking
So
there.
my big argument about the spot that's like 3 miles away is it puts us in between Glaad Arnad and a bunch of orcs.
If we were to start
And
fighting.
if things were to go south with Glaad Arnad, I wouldn't want to be between two enemies.
So, question: Is Heinrich available since he's talking to Gregorian?
I hope so.
So, the place that Heinrich was wed with Natalia, that still has angelic seal on it, right? Place by the lake.
Is that the angelic seal that I placed for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's forever.
Would that place be feasible?
I mean, it's not very big,
Want to go over to
and I can do another one of those.
That is
Hey,
why
you're not
the
gonna drive you over
quest
there.
We offered in
Yay!
you can even evolve up to a city with time to expand.
So that's what he's talking about. Is not the same spot.
No, we're
It's
talking about
3
the same
miles away.
spot, the 3 miles away. And then if need be, we can now even have, if you choose to,
There's also
the orcs of that area. We of course will.
there's also a medium power line of ley energy that runs through there. So we would want to make sure that some of your more learned individuals would have access to that and be able to reinforce the city with magical means. Would it be wise for you to move there? It's defensible. So first off, that's the first thing. Secondly, it's not contested because the orcs haven't been there in over 15 years. And secondly, we have elven patrols that are constantly on the move throughout the area, and because of your friend Kirathane's prowess with the bow and his fine tuning of his art, he has enhanced their abilities. So typically, our men move through the forest like thieves.
And what is how far is the ocean from this spot?
Oh God, hold on. You guys really like the ocean, don't you?
I told you that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a sailor.
I told you they do. Which is
You have
proposed.
400. You have 400
Because
miles
you
between the ocean and here. Not really a big fan of letting you guys go. I mean, you're part of his crew.
As well as
just-
that is why I told you be in between. Because that would be mutually beneficial on both parties. Yes, we would have to gate mandate, but that is why it was proposed.
It's whatever you want. These people are not here for any other reason except for you. Your fervent religious dedication has brought them here.
Unseen going. Such thing. It farms some shit.
Well, here's
Not all of them were seagoing.
there's another plan that we could look into.
And we're not really into the raiding, so that's not as big of a thing.
Well, I actually had an idea that combined Tennille's and mine, where we could still put you to 3 miles away. But we create a port town on the edge of the sea and a gate connecting the two. So then you can come and go to the port town as you please.
That'll work.
Tennille?
I really don't support it.
It is the best of both of our plans, as well as it benefits.
I'll still be 3 miles away, but we'll have
As well as it will also establish a port town for more goods, which can actually be readily accessed through said port, only 3 miles away. It can also benefit Glaad Arnad in many ways, and I know your favorite, financially.
You may take your flock wherever you want to. I would prefer you guys stay close.
well, we would be with the plan we just did.
It would just be a mutually created port of both elf and
We'll have a portal between
Dwarves.
a seaport and the 3 mile village. We build a seaport and we build
I
little
shall show
village
you on
3
the
miles
segment.
away, and then we could portal between the two.
So they would be the 3 miles in, right here. And then the port would be here, with the portal linking the two. So whatever they get from the port that needs to come in, they go through the portal. It's immediately 3 miles away from the Forest Kingdom. Then we can initiate the trades, whatever needs, as well as they, Gregorian wouldn't mind if anything that we get into our port can come through as well.
We can send wood to the port to build ships.
It would actually be extremely beneficial in all parties. You would get what you want, the force nearby. I would get what I want, my friend's happiness. As well as we could increase the trade and help the people. And then we can also help them. And they would have their own. They would be great allies. But it is always not wise to gyp them of anything, which is why it needed to be mutual. Diplomacy, my friend. Welcome to it. This is what I go through all the time.
Sometimes you just have to lay this maggots down and be like, I'm the boss.
And that is why we're able to do the port.
I'm the boss. Fuck up. There's a reason I'm the boss. You're not the boss. I'm the boss.
Trust me, that's why you got the port.
I got the
Do not forget your diplomatic gift, because I pushed the Greg Daniels towards you.
We're Daniels
It's Greg
Exactly.
Daniels H5.
in the sack.
It's your gift, so.
Whatever you need to help you out, we will be behind you. Is that understood?
Okay.
Despite my own personal feelings on
Now,
what
I
I
have
feel
a
would be
question.
best for the two communities.
Well, actually, I request.
No, because it out of game. This would be perfect.
I will.
Because not only do they get us close at hand, but we also get access to the sea.
And the wood needed to build the ships for both parties. The trade
The trade in
between
between.
the two, so we could get more exotic stuff. We
So
could get more
basically,
items.
instead of just having
But
one
both our
little village,
economies
I'm
are
getting
extremely- well,
I'm going to
Florida's
get
extremely-
2 villages that I can portal between the two, and we can do the sea stuff, and we can do
And not only that, the port town
protection
being,
of Glaad Arnad
Not only that, the port town being
and
half.
keep the Oryx at bay.
Yeah. And not only that, the port town being part elf. part
Instead
Norse,
of doing
that
like
cements our
a little thing halfway between
Right.
the sea and Glaad Arnad, we're doing one right there at Glaad Arnad
so
and
Tennille
one
gets
at
his
the
way,
ocean with a portal.
He gets his way, and then the portal with the trade my way. We all win. It's a literal 3-way win.
It works.
Yeah, because all of us will flourish.
And I'll put the church at the port town,
Swear to God, I should have ran.
so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
In Glaad Arnad, or around Glaad Arnad. So you won't have any more Nords coming to Glaad Arnad. They'll go to the port city,
Well,
and then the warriors
actually-
that
That is one thing in game. There is one thing I do want to talk to you about. I wish you to keep your temple here. Of course, you may build one on your land, you build your land, but I wish you to keep your temple that is finished building. To show of our friendships, as well as your followers will be obviously allowed in the city and allowed to pray at the temple and to come and go from it.
well, the temple can be changed to the temple of all faiths.
Yeah, but I didn't want that. I wanted to be the temple of Thor. For God.
Well, I'm saying
Not only that, it will be a monument.
we also have the cleric of Freya in the party.
I did not ask for one. But she also didn't show up. Had like, how many followers show up? What kind of followers show up?
They're saying as fellow cleric and party member,
If she were to ask, we would. She had
what I'm saying is I'll build one just for Thor near the
So you will
near
still
the
keep
near the ocean. We'll keep the one that is already built, but we'll do it to all the good gods, Norse gods.
Well, I was hoping for the throw one to stay here, so that way you have, how do I put it, the alliance between our people, to show the friendship between us.
We can still do that, but I'd rather not have the Thor one there because I don't want it to attract
So then, or what you're suggesting would be all
Thor
fates.
clerics into Glaad Arnad.
Well, we wouldn't actually mind too many. You know, it's just the force of number that you brought.
Well, who's to say that a bigger force won't just show up?
And that's very true. They did kind of show up out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and
they
it's
can't.
still,
They just showed up.
it's still very curious to me, but
Yeah.
you know.
So we'll build one to Thor on the shore.
And then for the one of all face,
We'll
We can
change the
have-
one.
and then we can have Thor. You know,
Yeah,
we'll
Thor will
have
be
the
in
others
it,
as well.
and Freya and
maybe-
Odin.
We just have to make sure which ones go in because I know some had butt heads with others. And that could be an issue, so we might have to possibly look at a dual shrine or times. But
Whatever
that's
we
for
do.
later.
Yeah.
That is for later. Now we drink.
Wait, we're just starting? I've been.
Oh, we have two, but you know.
Okay.
Tennille, were you in on that?
May drink. And I get my little Force 3 miles away.
Janelle?
Yay.
I must say, you have a very punchable face.
I have a very much, I must say that you Norse people look like magic missile targets.
That wouldn't go over well.
Very
I didn't
punchable
say, I didn't, Jesus, Heinrich.
Oh,
Calm their tits.
Someone needs a massage. Yours.
Viking.
And you have a drunken elf.
It's totally something a drunken Viking.
I need another bottle of wine.
We still have this one. The second one that hadn't yet to be opened.
You have a very punchable face. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
You guys. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. All right. Well,
Nikolai is having a good time.
I heard it. All the justice.
you know what sucks? I was trying to find a full
Actually,
count of something because somebody's trying to be a badass in a forum. And I'm like, nope, John McCain was a piece of shit when he was alive too. He's just a better piss target now that he's dead.
actually, Nikolai
Okay.
is going to be tracking said orcs.
Okay.
Since he's a half orc,
So,
probably has a pretty good little nose for him.
all right. Well, Nikolai will go out with one of
What is that?
the sewing machine.
Oh, okay.
What is what? What are
New sound in the apartment. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Sewing machine.
Dude, I was like,
That's the sound
dude,
of
something's
domesticability.
broken. What's going on?
That's the sound of being domesticated.
Love you too, buddy.
Welcome to the club.
Well, once you
I turned in my membership in 2014.
2014. Were you married? I know you were married.
07 to 11 when she left.
You're smart.
Yeah.
Oh, she left.
Yeah.
You should have said you left.
Well, She wanted to take me back, and I said no. So
Oh, good job.
technically, I left.
Good job. My wife, I don't know if I told you this. My wife saw, if I ever die, I want you to get married again. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm not falling for that trick again. You kiss my lily white ass. She's like, I don't want you to be unhappy. I would be the happiest motherfucker on the planet.
So my friend had tuned in while she was driving, so that's funny.
Say again?
My friend who made the cookies,
Mhm.
she tuned in while she was driving.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I love you.
That's Gregory.
Well, after about a week wandering around the forest with the elves, Nikolai will get a +2 circumstantial bonus for stealth when operating in forested terrain.
I don't know.
We figure it out. You've got the fucking laptop. You know, I mean, if it was
Calm down.
if it was a fucking sheet of paper, you just write it down. But you guys are like, oh, I gotta figure it out. Hero Labs.
Calm down. God damn.
Hero Labs is a shiznit.
Shit, man. You got all fucking butt hurt real fast.
I'm just saying that there's inherent limitations in their system.
Just calm down, all right? Okay. You're gonna be fine.
Oh, I'm fine.
Greg, I sent you an email.
I love you.
Chris is over there like smoking, like, God damn it, Bruce, quit dissing on Hero Labs.
Oh, an email?
Yep.
Email.
Email.
Some reason Facebook's not working, so I couldn't drop it there.
It's Zuckerberg. He's determined that you're connecting with my house, and therefore, nope, none for you.
No, I'm just going to assume he hates Hero Labs too, just like you. So
Zuckerberg wouldn't get involved with this. Zuckerberg would look at it and say, it's not 5th edition, and he'd run away pouting.
it wouldn't surprise me if he liked fourth.
Okay, maybe I should open that on my computer, not my phone.
Yeah. While you're in Glaad Arnad, Brev, these elves are showing you very much in terms of elven generosity and sincerity, which
Yeah.
towards you feel like they are not treating you very well. You're kind of
I'm
upset.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm a half elf,
Confusing
so it's to be
myself.
expected.
I made myself which happens to me often. Which is okay, because I think if you can't entertain yourself, you're not fit entertainment for anyone.
I think if you can't entertain yourself, you're not crazy yet.
Crazy. Don't buy anything. Bruce.
So
I'm just
you're being
Getting
catered
drunk.
to by the elves, and they're really not letting you like have a whole lot of free reign. Like they heard that there was another member of the party that's a stealth buddy like you, but they took him out in the forest somewhere. And for a moment, you're kind of worried about it. You think Nikolai's pretty good. He can handle himself. And for about a week, you get spoiled on an elven red wine. And then,
Alyssa's there with me. We're getting drunk at the bar.
yeah, Alyssa was. Make a D20 roll, by the way.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Not again.
What
That
is-
would be a 10.
A 10, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Alyssa comes to you one day and guess what?
She
Let me grab
whispers at a dance ball one night when the elves take the two of you there. You're dancing slowly with her, and she starts tracing her finger on your chest while you're on the dance floor, and the other people are out there not really paying attention to you, but you can feel like there's eyes on you. And Alyssa says to you, she says, what have you ever been told of the horrible thing known as a stork?
Well, we have two already, so yeah.
See, now you wish it was gonorrhea, fucker.
She says, I think we probably need to stop so much because we're in for another one.
Awesome.
Okay, so how do
The elves, I think, they like us, but they're trying to have you become domesticated and saddle you with fatherhood.
Oh,
In fact, I was at the wine and paint meeting we had before you returned back home, and
painting with a twist.
the painting was fine. Wine was what I feel made me super fertile, and your half elven genetics was all brev. You are such a, I'm so surprised we didn't end up on the side of the planet where there's an ocean facing our house, because your kids are such swimmers, showing their natural ability.
Oh.
So awesome. I love when he reacts like that.
Oh.
Like, not again.
Okay. That's
Not
cool.
again.
I think we're allowed to stay in Glaad Arnad.
Why did I do this stupid
You
shit?
can stay here while I adventure with the partake.
She says, that's fine, and we will. I feel like we're mostly safe here. I feel like at some point they're going to saddle you with so many children from these wine and paint classes I'm attending. It's either that or church. And church, no, I don't want to go to church. I really feel like there's a serious issue where they are bound and determined to take you out of your endeavors.
No.
The members of your guild have been getting they've been getting not harassed, but they've been told to be good. And up until the arrival of your friend's family from up north, they were relatively just harassing and pilfering from the foreigners, the immigrants, kind of like us. And that's okay, but I've told Tim to pass it among the ranks. Don't pickpocket no ginger. Don't take anything from any of these people from the north. They'll kill them.
Yeah, that's to be
And
understood.
their customs and their culture does not tolerate thieves.
Chris,
Yeah.
where do I put this thing?
What do you mean?
Let me grab my space
How do
real
I
quick.
get it to go into Hero Labs?
So you go to Tools, Show Editor.
Okay. Wait 1 second. We did. Okay.
We'll go
Tools,
like, well,
show,
what are you
editor.
paranoid about? Why is a member of the-
And go to File,
File.
Open Data File.
Oh, wait. I did the wrong one.
People go, well, you know, we just want to use that up. It's not really good.
So yeah, that's
Show
good. We're
editor. File.
having a new
Open.
baby.
Open data file. Go to the place where I have it.
Yep, there are 2 items, or one under Item Power, one under Weapon Magic. And then test both of those.
Well, after a while, Brev, you
Yes, now.
you find yourself kind of heady, and you've got a head full of music, and
Belly full of wine.
belly full of wine, and you go home, and on the way home, you lean against a building for a moment. One of the local guards is like, "Are you okay, sir?"
Yeah.
Okay, there's one in magic weapon.
One in magic weapon and one in what was it?
Okay,
Item power.
Okay, it says now I can use it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Now I can use it.
Oh my God, Yvonne, your sauce has provided a new spell to this room.
Sauce. That's probably why she left.
Oh no, that's why she's gonna be Dutch ovening me tonight.
I have I tell the card, well, I'm about to be a daddy for the third time, so just kind of thinking about things.
The guard looks at you. Oh, you're Brev, aren't you?
Yes.
I'm sorry, sir. And at that point, his hand dropped to his gold purse, his pouch, and
No
he,
worries, my friend. I won't steal from you.
he says,
Sleight of hand is still from the guard.
What I did?
"You smell that?
I'm not breathing through my nose.
Is that purposeful or is that because of illness?"
It's a room full of guys. Of course it's purposeful.
Smart.
Why?
There's not 2 minutes goes by one of us doesn't fart.
I don't.
Why is that my
because
fault?
I want to. I beg to help the
It
room.
would be a 41. 41 to grab his gold purse out of his from under his nose.
Your
Got it
finger
working, Greg?
work his pouch into your hand, and
Take a gold piece out. 40.
Thanks,
Sleight of hand to
Chuck.
put it back where he doesn't notice.
okay.
So I should be able to just look up Thor's smite, right?
That'd be
Yeah.
a 40 to
Okay, I
put the
found
gold pouch back where it was
Okay.
after I took out a gold piece.
Make sure to read description.
You like, it's really weird.
Did I? What?
Get away.
Keep
I'm
moving.
thinking about taking you in. He
Did he notice he didn't take you putting it back?
Yeah. He notices it later. Should have arrested that guy.
Nobody saw me do it. He can't prove anything.
So,
I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do
He
it.
tells you, says,
I love the fact
I'm
that
just
he
gonna
will
let you go.
just push the boundaries of law
I know.
just to see if he can.
He holds on to his gold purse. I'm like, take a gold piece out, put it back where he doesn't even notice.
It's like, okay, you go
Single
purse
gold
here.
piece.
We'll slip it
Just-
right into the breastplate like so.
Just
So,
cuts.
pal.
Just because I can do it. There's hardly anybody can beat
Pulls
me
off
off
his
this line
fucking
of hand.
breastplate, his gold falls out. The fuck?
Okay, what I do is I have the gold piece and sleight of hand to pull the like the old magicians used to do, pull the gold piece from behind his ear.
Oh, perfect use of sleight of hand. I
That's a
love it.
44 to take the gold piece out.
doesn't see it at all.
Missing this, and I hand it to him. Here you go.
Get away from me.
Hey, look at this. Hey, it's a gold
Doubting my
piece.
senses. Get away.
I love bribing. Awesome. Oh, I used to be a bumbling fool. Remember? I'm still sometimes though, actually.
Well, I think that was mainly because you just had never played like that before, and so now you're in the groove of how.
Oh
it is.
no, this because I didn't have any abilities when I first started playing.
Oh, okay, that too. That too. That also changes things.
So I keep walking down the street back to
I'm
our
surprised you don't
house.
do magic tricks for money.
I should.
Like, not only can you steal money, but you can impress people with how you stole it and get more money. Ooh, ooh. How did I get your coin?
Where am I sticking?
See what I have to deal with. Okay.
Got it working, Greg?
I Almost.
Now see a hole.
She already said it herself.
Babe, what are you doing?
Sticking stuff in holes.
We got holes over here.
He wants it near his hole.
Are they vertical or horizontal?
Supine.
Yes.
All that matters is if you can fit it.
Can you fit it in the hole?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Do you have a hole tight enough?
Puts it in the
I
basket
do.
and does what it's told.
No. That's not gonna work because it has to stay vertical.
Oh, she's giving you a.
Oh, it's an air freshener.
Fuck that. No.
Yeah.
Find a different hole.
Exactly.
I told you, I'm the human blade plug. I got this.
But I have
Not
to
in here. We don't have a spot for those. Best place we probably have is we don't have one.
Funny
Sorry.
thing is, I feel like she's bluffing you, and that's the second one she brought in. The first one's already plugged in somewhere.
Yeah, I know.
It's not.
I don't know. Seems kind of unbelievable. I want to sense motive. I feel like
So is Alyssa walking with me?
What?
Is Alyssa walking with me?
Yeah, she does.
Ooh, yeah.
I kind of look at her.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to check in on that.
Is there something about like
Yeah,
plugging?
checking out.
Wrong way plugging?
Sorry, I don't have a hole for it. You might have a hole over there.
There's always a hole. You just gotta make it. Even if you have to make it yourself. Plug it in, plug it in.
Plug it in.
And we've gone downhill because we have we've lost our 10 watchers, and I'm down 3 subscribers.
Where's Hannah when you need her?
I know, right?
So
I miss Hannah's
I
breasts.
know, right? Because we could literally start an OnlyFans for her and make like cuckoo
I
cake.
know. Okay.
You know, now that I think about it, she really could, and Corbin wouldn't have to work because she'd be making so much fucking money.
She just can't have him on camera ever. She has to keep him off camera like
That's my
Amaranth
brother.
does.
Oh, look at that! She could reach a whole new thing of subscribers that way too. Watch me make out with my brother.
Oh,
She moved right into the category. So,
Hannah, we're sorry.
no,
Hannah, we're
I'm not.
sorry. We're making up for the lack of you and Corbin. We've gone insane. Come back.
We miss you.
That's funny.
I have to make do with Greg's cuddles. He's not as fluffy.
He doesn't have the pecs you do.
Yeah, the pecs. Yeah, the pecs. Hannah, I need a pillow. Corbin would slap me for that one.
It'd be okay.
I know. It's so worth it. It's worth the joke. So what are we doing now?
Well, you guys are probably going to bed because it's evening time.
Cool.
When are you guys going to head back to Tsar?
Well, there's one thing I can do. So you remember that girl I dropped off at the clerics? How long has it been since I dropped her off?
Been a while.
How long is a while?
About a week and a half, maybe.
So she might still be there.
Might.
I might go see her.
Okay.
I don't need to be sneaky or anything. I'm just gonna kind of walk in to see how she's doing. But I am also gonna be prepared to throw some reflex saves. I might need. She's a feisty one. Yeah, I'll do that. Chirp, chirp.
Well, when you head over to the community jail,
Oh, so she
I do it.
she is indeed within holding cell 3 in the dungeon area.
Yeah, I'd like to ask the guard why she's here. Not like in a mean way. I'm just like, okay, so what does she do to be jailed?
We found her to be a member of a group of individuals affiliated with a terrorist organization.
One that doesn't really exist anymore. As well as
I wouldn't be willing to put my bets on it. I'm not going to put my family's life on it. She's
not exactly a bet.
She's in the
considering
dungeon
she
for a
was
reason.
Blasted into dust. So I think she kind of served her time there.
well, you might have that feeling,
But-
Honorable Kirathane, but
well,
she
give me a
has.
moment. Give me a moment with her. You do not have to open the cell or anything. I want you to talk to her real quick.
Please don't let this turn into another session of Love in Prison, Volume 6.
Oh, everyone else can have a love life, but Kira Thane can't. I got you.
Kirathane, he looks at you and he
Sorry,
says,
I fell in love with her. The only woman who's ever been able to actually like do something to me.
Are you saying that we need to open up your dating criteria to the Lady Fencers Union? Because I'm sure some of those girls with those curved elven blades could pierce you quite well.
Yeah.
And if you
he
don't
just
find
didn't
that to
swing the
be,
hammer
if you
like
don't,
she
if
did.
you don't like
She knows her way
that,
around a handle.
if you don't like that, then we could introduce you to the Trans Men's Club, and let those ladies have a thrust at you.
There's a reason they're at the back. They're at the back of the fucking the forest kingdom that we don't venture to.
Well, they're just they're the ones we always advertise ourselves out to. That way, people don't mess with the Elven Kingdoms because all they see is a bunch of effeminate-looking men, boys, female. We don't know, so we just say they're elves.
We have Norse now. It's okay.
But no, we're going to continue to use these people as our front PR people because they will scare the others into not coming this way because there might be something in the water. Why would we want to take that land if it makes all of our men look effeminate and gay?
Oh yeah. I don't know we were taking that land. I just said that's where they're at.
Spoken like a true elf, somebody who's out of touch with modern times.
Nice try, fucknut, but I am very,
What's that?
very what? But yeah, I guess I don't talk to her. Then she'll let me.
He says, if you wish to talk to her, you may,
Yeah,
but there will be supervision. We don't trust this one for a good reason.
well, I didn't say let her out. I was just gonna talk to her through the bars.
He leans in close. You're not going to try to impregnate her through the bars, are you?
No, I might. I'll see when the night
Don't
takes
burden
me.
the taxpayers with another child born in jail.
I wasn't born in jail, sir.
No.
Merely
I was just saying, don't
Merely
burden
an
our
actor.
taxpayers with yet another child born in jail.
Yeah, but it'd be my child, so at that point, yeah. Again, not
So
the
then we
best.
would have the child separated from its mother. It would live a life with you in luxury
Well,
and
again,
have good babysitters while you went off
let's see
adventuring
where
and
the
killing.
night takes us. We'll see where the night takes us first. I need to talk to her first.
This is a bad idea.
Everything I do is a bad idea, yet it somehow works.
I wouldn't go that far, but the door is open. The door between me and her is open.
Okay, I was like,
Sure,
oh,
her
shit.
cell door is closed.
Okay, he's like wanting this to happen. I was like, he's fucking he's fucking like wingmanning it. He's like, here you go, the door's open. Well, I was just gonna talk to the bars, but okay. All right, so of course I'm gonna go up to her cell, and she awake
So
herself.
is there any way we could make this Thor smite a flail?
Do you need it to be a flail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that.
It's a flail. Bam. There you go.
Well, he's got to do he's just got to change it. Like the
That's
thing
fine.
on it real quick. And I think you can resend it to him. But, so she's awake?
She's awake. When you come in, she says, I wondered how long it'd be before some lonely elf wanted to come and have a taste of a woman.
We'll just see where the night takes us first.
She says, did they let you bring wine in here or no?
Well, luckily I've still got a half a bottle from earlier. Being a good man, no?
The guardsman didn't see it, so no, you still do have it.
Good. Thanks, Brev. You taught me a thing or two. So, you know why they jailed you, right?
Super thief.
No.
Extraordinaire.
Because
I imagine it's because I was part of the
Matched by
invading
what?
force.
Only one other person.
you're actually right on the nose.
Okay. So why am I still here? They've left. Shouldn't I be gone?
We're
That's my question to
a hell
you.
of a team.
Oh yeah.
Are you still part of said invading force? Do you feel any allegiance to them or any loyalty?
Remember going
Yes.
to, but then when the crew took all the money.
Because those who trained me, that's who taught me how to act, how to think.
But you know that's just brainwashing.
No, I don't. I feel they're my family.
Are you sure?
As
Because
sure as
Was
I
that
live
you,
and breathe.
Chris?
Yeah.
they were ready just like you were to die for.
And most of them did. Failing their ability to avoid that giant fireball came off the demon. I don't know why you protected me and stopped me from burning up.
could say the same thing,
Did you email it?
but that's what I want to find out as well. Because I feel like there's something different about you.
Well, there's not. In fact,
Oh,
really?
sorry.
Thanks for the demonetization, Brooke.
I think I was about 8 seconds. I think you might be safe.
I might be safe.
Okay, show editor.
Dear Bruce, we just heard that you were listening to a commercial
Well,
on the webs. Thank you for giving us the money. Signed.
Thank you for giving us your measly 50-cent
Yeah.
per
Yeah.
video. If that. I don't even think you get that. Do you actually make money from these videos?
Some of them.
Oh, that's pretty cool. But
Like a few cents here, a few cents there.
man, it's still really cool.
It's not off of YouTube. It's through a different Premiere that apparently they've got some things that run for those that don't have YouTube Red. Anyway,
Back to that. You have to give me some reason as to why.
as to why what?
Why you?
Why
I
we
don't know why. I wanted to protect you. I felt something. I'm still not sure quite what. But you said these people have trained you your entire life. That's your whole life. But have you truly experienced life? Have you seen the beauty of the world? Even the beauty of just adventuring? If you want to die, there's plenty of ways to do so. You can die the exact same way that I did.
go to
Fighting monsters for gold, glory, whatever else you choose.
Why are we having this conversation? If I had my chance, I would slit your throat. Why are you here talking to me?
Because I feel that you would hesitate.
Chris, it says it's a read-only file. Any changes I make will be ignored. It cannot be saved.
What? All right, I'll redo it and send it again.
Thank you.
Why are we talking about this? Why are you so hell-bent on this? I would be poor for you. Do you not understand that?
See, but maybe it's not about you for me. Maybe it's about what I can do for you. Maybe that's maybe there's something relatively good in you. Maybe you don't see it because of all the things you've had to endure that you believe a family would give you. That is not a family. I can believe.
She coughs, and at that point, you hear Dart say, "Kirithane, your health is at risk. You probably need to leave. She's got some sort of cough or something. You may want to not be so close to her." Sugar skulls.
This is what I've been in there cussing about.
Okay. I hope you make money on that.
This is for my face.
Oh,
Fuck everybody else's ears. This is so my ears don't hurt.
okay.
And then I gotta take a shower and go to bed.
All right. Don't forget to poo.
Speaking of,
Still working on it.
I'll take a leak real quick.
She says to you, if I'm still alive in a few days, come back and try to talk to me again. See if we'll have a different guardsman that lets you stay for longer than 3 minutes. She starts coughing again, and as
and what is she sick with?
we have no idea, it's an unusual disease. It's resisted the spells from some of the clergy that identified were unable to identify what it was, maligning her insides. She's like, "I'll be fine," and then she coughs up a loogie that's bright yellow.
You can fucking give her COVID.
Yes, of course. I'm gonna give everybody COVID. Orcs and Drow are racist
Well,
bastards.
guess what? She has a 99.7% chance of winning.
Oh no,
Everybody's
facts!
100%.
Don't hit me with facts! Ah!
Guess what? All you gotta do is roll a D100. If it's not 100, she lives.
Oh no!
Literally, that's
You have to actually roll a D1000, and if it's not a 99.7 or less,
99.7 or higher, I guess.
99.7 or less, she lives, and if it's 99.8 or higher, she dies.
Or we could just do the D100. Just give her the extra. Just give her the 98 or the 99.
2 months ago, in my other game, my low-level game, we were talking in another stream about the stupid idea that people have where they have combat wheelchairs so a handy capable can adventure.
That's so impractical.
What?
I'm not joking.
That is completely impractical, and we'll get you.
There's a
Colin,
critical
maybe
roll.
A reflex save from a fucking fireball.
Critical Role
Oh no!
has put it out there that they put it in their game, and it became a miniature. And the combat wheelchair is a bad idea because if you're injured enough to where you are an amputee or have to wheel around in a wheelchair in a fantasy world, you're going to stay home and maybe tend bar at best. You're not going to do anything adventuresome.
On your wedding day, and you would tell
Sarah Thompson put onto it because she wanted to play a wheelchair-bound person in a fantasy role-playing game, which pretty stupid idea. I mean, it is very much a stupid idea. I mean, as much as like, you know, Sarah Thompson is this lady that she feels that she has to shove her handy capableness in every fucking corner of the world because you have to deal with it. You have to deal with her force of personality because she wants to have wheelchair-bound people adventuring through dungeons. And so in our campaign, about 2 months ago, we had people that they were watching a funeral because somebody took a party of wheelchair-bound individuals into a dungeon and they were beaten by level 1 stairs and level 1 pits. And everyone died.
Yeah, because have fun jumping over the fucking.
There are no ramps in dungeons. There are no dirt tracks for your combat wheelchair to build up speed. It's 90-degree angles and pits. You die. So
You become a village bard and beg.
yeah. Worse yet, these dumb fucks.
Or they could also do from a command standpoint and not go on their adventure. They could be the intel person. They'd be like, here's what I know about said dungeon. Here's what you
I put
should
links
know."
in the chat about this, like Google Drive folder, and
Going actually into the dungeon, not being fine.
it makes me want to just when I read things like this, I get upset that COVID hasn't killed more people. Like, you people should not have had this idea published. This is horrible. This is just like this is a year of cosplay. Like, we knew cosplay was a bad idea in 2016. Cosplay now is really bad because everybody's either a ninja or bandito when they go in public and have to do transfers of money. And everybody thinks like they're a badass. And everybody thinks like, it's not going to happen to me. I'm not going to get sick if I wear a mask. I want to defy death itself. Fuck all this. And then worse yet, you have these dumbasses that are like, I'm handicapped, but in a dungeon game, I want to play a handicapped person too. And I'm thinking, you'd be at the bar, or maybe you'd be like casting a spell to scry and earning money off these mercenaries that way, but you wouldn't go into harm's way. Because fucking Professor X didn't take his fucking combat wheelchair out and help Cyclops and Wolverine in the middle of missions. The only time you saw him in action was when people attacked the mansion themselves. That was it.
That and the only time he actually did help them out that way was he was literally still in the mansion and he was using his fucking
His psionic abilities.
well he had
The Cerebro.
that's really the only time you ever see that.
But and it's just a
But anytime the mansion was attacked, you only had to be willed somewhere real quick.
I just if you have players in your D&D game that want to have a combat wheelchair, just hand them the monster stats for Brain in a Jar instead and say you get to play a monster. Because you're not cool. You get to play the Brain in a Jar. Sorry. So, are you leaving?
Yeah, I mean, gotta go home and get ready.
Erg. Okay. It really sucks that we only had about 2 hours before Greg had to leave. Yarg.
You are a pirate.
Mm-hmm.
It's good we got some roleplay stuff out of the way at least.
We did. I was hoping to get you guys in Tsar. Next time we sit down to play, we will be going into Tsar itself. Unless you guys want to continue to play, which I have 3 people still. Do you want to go for it or no?
It's 9, and I think I can make it home okay.
Okay. Yeah, I keep forgetting you're at a friend's house, not at your own yet.
Yeah.
I think this one's still a hammer.
Really?
Love you, man.
Yeah.
Did you copy and paste over top of the last one?
It was just like no physical proof.
Yeah. I'm going to be working for your rival company.
Did you save it in place of the last one?
Yeah.
They got you on the contract then?
Yeah.
The forwarded one, not the original. Or I'll just send it again.
Change the name so I can tell the difference.
DANC.
Man, you're making me work.
Sorry. I'm trying to.
Yeah, the company that's kind of like producing yours.
What do you think would be good?
We can kind of take that with.
Do instead of Thor's smite, I like the Asgard thing. So like Asgard's
I'm
flail,
be on a schedule.
some cool thing to go with Asgard.
I will also need my big spots.
What did they make in Adventures when Thor lost his hammer? They made a giant.
Do what?
You talking about when the giant stole Thor's hammer and then him and Loki came dressed as a bride and a bridesmaid because he wanted
No, I mean in
Giant
the
one,
Avengers
two,
movie where they went to the giant dwarf and he had to make something else for Thor. What did they
He had to
make?
make the axe.
Man, fuck that.
You should have an axe.
I'm set up for a flail.
Oh, flail.
What level of weapon proficiency do you have with your flail, by the way?
What do you mean?
You're just gonna be.
Do you have
flailing
weapon
around.
focus in it?
Yeah.
Do you? All right. One of the elves pulls you aside about a few days into this, and he says, "Well, priest of lightning, I wish to discuss with you what you have." And he starts to spar with you, and you and him will spar for about an hour and a half while you're got about 6 clerics around you guys. And he's showing you the finer techniques of how you should stand and how to properly follow through with your swings, provide yourself the best defensive capacity while remaining a peak optimal force. What's your die of damage you use right now?
On that it was 2d6.
All right.
Right,
After
Chris, it's 2d6.
Yeah, because impact.
that night when you go home, you feel sore, but you feel reassurance that you've been doing the best that your deity would want you to do, and you feel a thundering voice in your head tell you, train with him for another 5 days. At the end of 5 days, your die code goes from 2 die 6 to 2 die 8.
Okay. Well, that will make it a lot easier when I put in the thing, because now it's all d8s.
Okay.
So I can do the 3d8 plus the 2d8, so 5d8.
Yeah. Here thing. Next time that you are in play, are you going to be with the party, or is it Rahul, or
That's a good fucking question. Depends on the situation.
going to Tsar?
Still a good question. I don't know. Because Kira hasn't really been going with the party to Tsar
Mhm.
because he's been tending to his business in the Elven Kingdom, but because of the last couple sessions, it has dealt with the Elven Kingdom. He has been a major part of it. So now that it kind of isn't, he probably stay to work more into more cementing the Norse plan for the port town and the 3 mile away village, town, city, hospital, not the city. I think just town.
All right. Well, look forward to having you back next game in 3 weeks. I plan on putting the party balls deep in Tsar.
I feel like
Balls deep in the Tsar.
I feel like you're going to.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rogar's alive, so is Ruffles, so
Okay.
you know, there's that. Just saying.
Balls deep in Tsar.
I'll see you next game. And Taliban, he's alright.
Yeah.
Just like that. He's alright.
Later, buddy. Gregory, when you're wielding your flail, you also get a +2 deflection modifier to your armor class. You're considered skilled with your flail. There's an actual name for it. Also, you may notate on there that any critical you do threatens a trip maneuver. You can knock them prone as a free action. Tough shit. You wanted to get good? You wanted to have a battle cleric? Fuck you. I'm giving you that.
Collection. You said it +2?
+2.
What kind of bonus? Deflection bonus?
Reflection.
I already put it in. I already put it on my armor.
Okay.
I need one of these.
What's that?
Ring of resistance.
Oh, I think I've got one.
Okay, good. Need one.
Yeah, I think it's got that. Magic.
Okay. So that that wraps up tonight's game. And for those of you that are in the chat, I appreciate you. For those of you guys that watched all the way to the end, both during live or otherwise, thank you so much. Gregory, I know you're not used to this. You're not really a quote unquote a YouTuber or streamer, but before we end the game, we usually go through and we talk about things we're working on right now, if it's worth talking about. And you did this fine table for us that
An amazing table, I might add.
we can still work.
It's okay.
No, it's pretty
Well,
awesome.
I like it. I do want to take off the dowel rods here and then have it hang from the ceiling when it's in stowage. That way it can still use a quote unquote the table.
Yeah.
But I found out tonight I can set my computer on top here and play games looking up like that, and I'm just fine. But
Good.
anyway,
I didn't like the dowel setup to begin with.
yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you want to get rid of those, it would not hurt my feelings.
Well, I like the light. Do you want the light?
You can keep the light. I mean,
No, I'm not saying I'm going to keep it. I'm going to ask you, do you want it? Do you need it for anything?
No.
No?
I bought it for the table.
Okay. I appreciate that. The
And
reason
if you don't have a use for it, I will find a use for it.
Well, the thing is, I want to test it first because I want to hang it from the ceiling and see if I still get those awful white and black lines across the mat. And if I do, then I know, like, okay, this is just a bad light for this sort of thing. The LEDs do that.
Well, I think you're just going to get that because of the camera and the refresh rate
Yeah,
of the light.
that's possible.
That's probably why you're getting it.
Okay.
Kind of like when you try and video a TV
Yeah,
and you get the lines. But I think it's the same thing.
fair enough. We're going to look for hooks over the next week or two and get this to where it's hanging when it's not in use.
We need to find the beams for it?
Yep,
or-
we got to get the beams. We got
The
stuff.
finder?
We'll get a stud finder. That's not hard. They're not expensive.
Oh, wait, here's one.
Really, if you've got a stud finder, like I question your sexuality.
No, the stud has been found.
Hi, buddy. I miss you. I hope you can make it to my game in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, we have the elven ninja.
Whoa.
Yeah, put my ticker through.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that campaign. I get to play a very sociopathic necromancer. He doesn't know it yet, but he's a necromancer. He's a wizard right now, but
He's so awesome. I really do.
Oh, there's a lot.
I love Skeletor, bro.
There's a lot that I'm going to be throwing at you that you're going to take full advantage of.
oh, what a shame! I would hate to have such an unfair advantage over He-Man.
Awesome. The last time you started talking to your voice, I'm all, no,
No,
you're not.
you're
allowed.
gonna talk like Skeletor.
You are not allowed. Only one place that you can do.
Fine, whatever.
You should bring out the Cartman books one day, unexpectedly. Cartman and Skeletor.
So I said it again, Greg.
Thank you, and I like the new name.
Do you know what that is?
No, but it looks cool and it sounds cool.
That is Thor's Hall
Oh, is that what it is?
in Asgard, yeah.
See, the Ragnarok comic is really good, but it doesn't really go into much about Asgard. It goes into the world of the Norsemen after Ragnarok. And Chris, if you ever get a chance to download it and read it, you're going to just have a fucking ball.
What is it?
Ragnarok by Walter Simonson. There's 3 volumes out now, and each volume has the 6-issue comics in it. And Walt Simonson's basically got like fucking cancer, and he's not on his deathbed, but he's not doing super great. He's in his 70s. And this is like the only comic writer out there right now that's making a quality product. Everyone else is writing bullshit woke stuff like combat wheelchairs or I'm Miss Marvel America, whatever, and I'm pregnant and fat and ugly, or the Starfire DC Comics lady now has a fat, ugly lesbian child that looks like it looks like a boner killer. Okay, there's no reason why you should have a boner staring at this thing. This is the ugliest twat. If you stare at this and you get a fucking chub, you are a sick bastard. And you really should just be checked in. Nobody needs to have your seed. It's over. Just call it over. And I'm going to say that pretty happily with my own fat neck and my own fucking, I'm 45 and fat and I don't give a fuck about your feelings. But if my kid came home and it's like, hey, Dad, meet my new girlfriend, I would probably execute my son right there. You're done. Go home, ugly girl. You know, you've brought shame to my family. That would be about it. But Walt Simonson is writing comic books for people who love comics. And Ragnarok has had 3 series out in the past 3 years, and they're joy to read.
I'm on the first one, and it's actually really good.
I'm not paying Greg to say that. Greg has made no money off me.
So is it after the Marvel version of Ragnarok, or okay, this is actually what it should be, allegedly?
Closer to what it should be.
So you know Thor dies after Ragnarok, right?
In the
Okay.
in the official Norse mythos, yeah. This here, he was imprisoned, and he wasn't there to stop the World Serpent. He wasn't there to die fighting the World Serpent. So the World Serpent devoured everything.
Maybe. We'll see.
It's worth reading because it gives you a hero in the after of what was once a great world.
If I come across it, maybe. All right, I'm gonna pack up and head home before it gets too late.
All right,
Hey, Chris.
Brooke,
Later.
you doing later on, buddy? Love you, buddy.
Yes, I have a YouTube channel, Freeman's Focus, all one word. Do various model airplane stuff on there, and also on the book at Freeman's Focus is my photo page. So I'm into photography and videography, and recently got a new video editor, and so hopefully the quality of my videos will improve.
That'd be awesome. Still don't believe in editing, but go ahead. I turn on the camera, and my force of personality drives my viewership down.
Yeah, my just like RC airplane stuff, usually from a drone, chasing my friends while I'm looking through first-person view goggles. So there's some pretty cool videos on there. So check it out if you get a chance.
What did you say, Chris?
Oh, sorry. I was saying run my ticker
Which ticker you got there?
for YouTube. Mine.
Ticker tape, ticker tape.
I thought you copied it down.
Hold on.
Banner or whatever. Sorry, Book. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Why do I not see your channel pop up? It's Legends of the Ninjing, right?
Yep.
Damn it.
Oh, excuse me.
Hold on. Legends.
There you go. Copy that one.
There we go. Create banner. There we go.
Yay.
All right. Draconic Cherub is the name of it.
The next game is the day after Christmas, right? The 26th.
Yep. Or no. Yeah, Bruce's next game is 26. Yeah.
Ours is December 19th or 18th.
Be ready for Tsar.
Okay.
You're done. You're done pissing around in your little towns. You're going to Tsar.
All right. Night, everyone.
It's almost wiped off the map, huh?
What?
Bard's Gate is almost wiped off the map.
It has a severe amount of damage in it. It's got a lot of damage. They'll rebuild it. It'll be like it new in about 10 years or less. Chris is gone. Yeah. Maybe I'll need to get a hold of him via Voxer. All right, guys. Tomorrow I'm going to be on McKinney 90s channel in the mid-afternoon, so swing by there after lunch. And McKinney 90 is a really talented line artist, and he does a lot of great ink work. I would recommend anybody that has a love for amazingly drawn and detailed voluptuous women and various attire to go to his channel and watch. We have a bunch of creatives that jump onto it, and we will be on there for about 3 hours. So if you guys like a little bit of spirited stuff, check it out. And thank you for stopping by Bruce Lombardo 75 tonight. Make sure if you did like tonight's broadcast with my rants and political ramblings, go ahead to like, share, and subscribe. And if you don't, well, that's just probably because you don't like Donald Trump. TVS. I don't have a problem with Joe Biden, I might say. And if after all this is over, if they find out that he won everything legally fair and square, and after all the accusations of fraud have been proven to be actually non-existent, even though there's truckloads of evidence and trapper keepers and videos. If the Supreme Court steps in and says otherwise, and they raise Biden's hand, he won, yeah, he'll be the president. Not happy about it, but you know what? I still have to go to work tomorrow, no matter who's president. And I hope you have the same mindset about it too. Good night.